for what Robert just said, and the thing is that we're not taking this lightly. We're putting hours and hours into this stuff and trying to get things fixed and brought up to code. It's not things that we want to do, it's what we have to do to make this a better place to live. I mean, we are doing what we have to do. And I hope people understand that.
I want to just say that louder because I don't think you can all hear Frank. And what he said is that we don't take any of this lightly, that we've looked at it very carefully, that there have been some issues with the budget where we have had to take care of some issues, like there were sidewalks that were not up to code. There was a safety issue. The city was on us about that. There has been problems. We had that problem. Let's just be real about it. That had to be addressed. Part of that was the garbage chutes. They had to be cleaned and repaired. There have been a number of things like that that have been, unexpected budget things, and I'm not going to go through them all and rehash this tonight. But we take all of this very seriously. We look very carefully at it. We don't do any of this lightly, not at all. That's pretty. Is that about right? What you wanted to say, Frank?
Yeah, that, and I'll tell you what, I've had to take money out of my own pocket to take and pay for some of this stuff because of our credit rating. I mean, I don't have to bring that up, but that's the facts.
Well, you brought that up. I have to say.
Okay, so no, we can't, we're not making comments, I'm sorry.
Here's the thing, I make a motion right now that we vote on this right now.
So
the motion, Frank, would be, you would have to put a motion to approve the proposed special assessment.
I would like to make a motion to address.
I'm sorry, the board is making a motion, guys, we can't hear them. What was that, Frank?
I'm making a motion to take and vote for the special assessment.
I second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, guys, just to make
Motion passed.
Thank you.
The money used for operating costs. Okay, so then you have to let us know what are those operating costs.
No, hold on. Okay, so we have had the vote. Hold on a second. We've had the vote, Frank. I just want to say that the vote was 3-0. So for that portion of it is done. Someone here has a question about operating funds. Okay. Operating expenses you have a question about. We are not here. Hold on, please. Hold on. You use reserve funds to pay an operating cost, which was your insurance premium. Okay, one moment, ma'am.
Okay, so we have
One moment, my lady. One moment.
to not vote, okay, for that. Okay, in April, that should have been a vote that Tony made. The last thing that Tony did here, whether you liked him or not, okay, he did that insurance correctly. Okay, but 800 something, take a look at 233, the 600 was left over, and he made that sheet of what everybody was supposed to pay, okay, for that difference. Okay, and that was supposed to be a vote for the assessment for us to all pay it back so we wouldn't take the loan for 25%. End of story. So that was never voted on. So I can tell you beforehand, when I went up and said, because I had a buyer, I gave my $670 for the use it for an HOA, but we're not going to really do an assessment, we're going to have that assessment afterwards. That's why I was to sale of a unit, never get that back again, 263. An offer, never get that. I'll probably drop mine to 200 now and lose out. So come on, guys. What are you doing here? And about people not having a
Nikki,
Yes.
don't engage. If they want to express their opinions, they're more than entitled to their
Yes,
opinion.
I'm just letting them say what they have to say.
You have
Okay.
here that travel. I was gone for 3 weeks. That's not your problem. It's a reality of how you're used to communicating. We have elderly people here who don't have smartphones. They don't know how to use the laundry. This is all stuff we can work out, and that's not before this. But to say that we were all advised of meetings, there was a meeting at 2 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon with only 5 people showing up. It was never posted on the bulletin board. I've been here for 17 years. This is what we were used to. There's been a lot of change. And I'm not saying that the change isn't good, some of it, because some of it is. But to say that we had ample opportunity to be involved in these decisions is inaccurate information. Information that went out in your, and I can show you the email, I sent an email about it over the weekend from Town Hall, what you sent out on Friday, came on today. It wasn't on Town Square until a couple days ago. So there's glitches with technology. So I think that, and listen, I've not always come to these meetings. Peg has known me since the day she interviewed me. I've been here for 17 years. But I think there needs to be some empathy with people, and then all of a sudden you're going to drop an assessment on us at Christmas. And yes, it is to make everything better for people here, but not everybody can afford that. And I think there needs to be people are making these meetings when it's convenient for them. A Saturday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it's a Friday night at 7 o'clock at night. And the only reason I know about it is because when I opened this up, Nikki, the only reason I know about it is because I went and met you yesterday.
What's important about it?
I know about it because you told me it was in a letter. Well, I was so worried about this assessment because I can't afford it, that all I was looking at is the numbers. So I missed the date about the meeting, okay? But, like, are folks thinking that we're gonna have a common meeting at 7 o'clock on a Friday night? I think that,
I'm still working from home, and now they cannot talk. I cancel my thing.
and I think that, sir, forgive me, I don't remember what your name is, but
Robert.
to say that we've all, Robert, been given ample opportunity to be able to voice our opinion and to vote on this and share our thoughts, I don't think it's a really fair and accurate assessment. I've got a lady down from me who can't, but thank God she figured out how to, we had to help her figure out how to use the laundry. Again, it's a good change, but I think that the communication needs to be a little bit better, and we all need to have an opportunity. Like I said, some of us travel, some of us leave for a larger amount of time, and I might not have access to the internet to check, and again, to my point, I can show you, this came in this evening, for everything you posted in Town Square last week, on Friday, on the 8th. So, I think it's fair that you need to listen to the residents that have lived here, the new and the old.
Can I ask a question? Because I can't see who's speaking. Have you communicated what you're saying is valid? And, communication is key. And so we're trying to do that, and it's a work in progress. Nobody's saying that we've done it, everything is perfect. It's a work in progress. If there are issues with the communication, and if there's a way to do that better, it would be great to get that input to say, this is not working or this can work better. We don't want you to feel this frustration and to feel like people are doing something to you. I understand that we're all, as Robert said, we're all in the same boat. We volunteer to be in these positions because we want to support and serve the community because we're part of it. So I hear you, what you're saying, and that's a communication. What I'm hearing from you, I take it in its full value. And so what I would suggest, this is Adrian, please contact us and you give me suggestions, give us suggestions of how we can do it better as we go along.
On the 14th of the month, when I was traveling to be gone for 3 weeks because I wanted to know what was going on, I called her on the way to the airport on the 14th on Monday because I wasn't going to be here for 3 weeks and I needed to know what was going on in this assessment and that things aren't being posted on the bulletin board. And I was told that moving forward they would be, and that she couldn't tell me anything about the assessment because it needed to be voted on.
What about the HOA increase?
Well, I asked about that too because I didn't.
That's the big one. That's the one.
But this is not the meeting to address
No,
those items.
that's not. That's coming up, and that information has gone out. So yes.
Okay.
There's old flyers in the glass panel. Robert, you should know better, quite honestly, because you've been in this building a long time.
Nikki, we can't hear what they're saying.
No,
Yeah,
I couldn't hear that.
It was done on purpose so that people wouldn't know.
Okay, so that's
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Your schedule for High 9 West, so now October, Why weren't they removed? Did something new posted?
I think we're moving on.
Okay, the only other thing is adjournment, Adrian.
Yes, I think so.
Okay, I make a motion, we adjourn the meeting right now, because we're not going anywhere.
Right.
Anything, all right.
Robert,
I would
second.
encourage people, if you have best practices, you have thoughts, please let us know. And write them to us so they can be considered. But don't wait until a meeting to communicate.
Well, guys, she was trying to make a comment. Adrian, could you?
No, I just said that it's, don't wait until a meeting. As things going along, don't get all frustrated. As things are going on, then we're the board. You can communicate with us. If you need to have, I think we have email addresses. Don't wait until a meeting and feel like we're not listening to you or that we don't care. If you have thoughts of how we can work better and function better and be responsive and make things better, please feel free to let us know. And that will be listened to and be responded to and be taken into consideration. Don't wait till a meeting to be like, well, we're not hearing you and we can't fix what we don't know about.
Adrian, I'm sorry, but we have talked about communication before, because that's something that I always bring to the meeting, how we communicate. There are people here that cannot open their emails. How in the world they're going to know what's going to happen?
That was the problem I had, that you needed a code.
Another thing.
I have code, not number.
But I can't hear her.
Where everything posted.
Who's talking? I'm trying to listen to her.
It's the lady in the yellow top on
Yes,
the
yes.
corner there. I think she's saying Jackie. She's talking
Jackie, yes. So
No, it's
email
because somebody was talking on the Zoom,
Yes.
so Adrian couldn't hear what she was saying.
Jackie, email me.
No, Adrian, it's not about personal stuff. It's the board that has to have.
It is, and that's why I'm saying to email me, because that will be brought to the board, because we can't know if you know about specific neighbors that are having difficulty. This is like anecdotal information. If you know what I mean? So we need to have the data so we can say these amount of people are not getting noticed or there's problems there, so then we can address it. But one-on-one and hearing it from one person or two people, that makes it difficult. There's only 3 people.
We need to get the information.
Yes, we're only 3 people, and so in order to address things, we need to have it in a clear way that we can say, okay, this is an issue we need to address.
So you're talking about the census that we said we'd be doing later in the year.
That do not walk outside of their apartment. They don't have internet. And they have the right to say,
Nikki,
or at least to get informed.
Sent letters out.
I think the communication is a big issue, and I think it's something that as a board someone has their hand raised.
yes, on the Zoom. Nikki,
Yes.
did the meeting adjourn?
Yeah, the meeting adjourned at 7:18, but Giselle had a question.
Yes.
Go ahead. I just wanted to make sure, because all of the other comments are not pertaining
Okay,
to
I
the
just want to
agenda.
hear, yes,
Hi, thank you so much.
yes.
I have been an owner of River Shores for 21 years now, so I've had my property rented, so I haven't physically been there for a couple of years, but I was there recently. I do agree, I appreciate, I'm not someone that is not opposed to change or anything like that. I don't want it to come across like I'm saying anything negative about the changes, but there are some things that are concerning to me as someone that has been used to having communication on a regular basis with an email before it was answered to me, pretty immediately within the hour. Now I find that with the management company, there's been like a big breakdown between the board and the management company. So my impression is like the board is almost like unreachable, because I even looked in the Town Square website. There's no information in there. Like I wouldn't even know where to email you guys. So I've been sort of like, I've spoken to Nikki a couple times. And, so I appreciate what some of the owners are saying about the communication, that it needs to be better. I feel like with this assessment, I know it's voted on, I know you're saying, we should have talked about this before, communicated, but I personally, since I'm not there, I just didn't even know how to reach you guys to even ask you about this assessment. But in the prior assessments before, there was always an explanation of where that money was being allocated to. So to me, an operating account deficit just seemed very vague. And I also think the timing is very difficult. It is December, and then January, the fees are going to go up, which we all know that's normal. They're going to go up. But I just feel like also the timing is just horrible. And I would appreciate too, like an explanation of where this money is going to be allocated to. So, but thank you for giving me the chance to speak.
Thank you.
Just a minute. Ma'am, you just took and asked some questions there.
Responding to this.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, Frank, go ahead, please.
Okay, her name is, Jessica? Is that your name? The one who spoke?
It's Giselle.
Okay, Giselle, my personal phone number, you got a pen there? Okay, it's 907-230-0176. Okay, it's on the website. Call me anytime. Right now, there's 4 hours difference between where you're at, well, I don't know where you're at, but between Florida and Alaska. I'm up here right now taking care of my wife because of surgeries. So, but if you have any questions, call me. I mean, I can do more on a phone than I can trying to type.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I just want to say, I mean, I hear what you're saying, and I care about what you're saying, everything you're saying. I'm surprised in a way about the communication comments, because I thought we were doing a pretty good job of communicating.
It's stupid, what this assessment is for, and I'm not a stupid
Well,
person.
okay, listen, I just want to say, $225,000 is the difference between the insurance bill that we had budgeted for and the extra amount that it cost. All right? So that is the bulk of this. $225,000 was taken from the reserves to pay for the insurance. That wasn't our decision. I didn't decide to do that. We inherited that. The rest of it was for the other $70,000 is for a number of unexpected things that went over budget, such as many roof repairs, because every time it has rained, the top floor apartments have had leaks. Every time that happens, we have to pay for it. We can't just leave it like that. S&K Roofing, their contract just has not covered this at all. They've been on site fixing things that, that you're trying to get fixed, and it's costing a lot of money. We didn't cause this problem. Some of the there were unpaid bills. This is not saying, I'm not pointing fingers. It just happened. There were some unpaid bills that we had to take care of once we found out about them that were not budgeted for. They just weren't paid from January, May, etc. I'm not finished. Can I just at least, may I at least finish? If we're going to engage, can I at least finish?
$1,000 to make sure issues that have not been collected. And what's going on with that?
Okay, look, I can't do this.
Okay.
No.
Let's go. Shut it down. Just
Okay.
shut it down.
All right.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
So we have adjourned the meeting, so, all right.
Let's go. They're not going to listen.
No.
This is not the meeting for those conversations. That's
If
it.
I can finish what I was saying. Okay.
Okay, the lady at the front, she has a hearing aid and she's trying to say something. Let's give her a chance.
Yes.
When I called somebody out up to the office, and they said, someone is there from 9 to 5, and I called within that time frame. Nobody gets there. Nobody's there. All I get is the voicemail. And then they say, they're going to call back. Call back. So, I mean, I understand. But
the telephone still works,
Mhm.
I would appreciate